The penalty that wasn't given to Victor Gyokeres, I think it was a blatant penalty. The ref should be giving out a red card, and I don't understand why it wasn't a red card. Yo guys, welcome back to the Didi Tekz podcast. But guys, the game between Arsenal and Newcastle was crazy. It was immense, it was entertaining, so much controversy, so much emotions. And as an Arsenal fan, from at the start, us thinking, are we going to throw this away? Are we going to really destroy the chances of us getting closer to Liverpool? Till at the end of the game, us feeling amazing with the 2 late goals from Gabriel and Mikel Moreno. The importance of this win is so high. It shows that Arsenal, we are a big team, and what the champions do, we find a way to win, and that's what we did today. Coming to this stadium, St James's Park, in my opinion, is the hardest place to go in the Premier League. And with the atmosphere, with the aggression of the players, the fans, the huge loud noises from the crowd, Arsenal, we really played to our strengths. In the first half especially, we were so positive, we moved the ball well, we created a few chances, but obviously we conceded from a silly mistake from Christian Mosquera and Gabriel, and we went 1-0 down. But what did Arsenal do? We kept on pushing. Mikel Arteta, he made good substitutions, and that's what's the difference between a good manager, an average manager, and a poor manager. Mikel Arteta is now showing that he's growing in maturity, he's growing in his ability to change games, not due to his emotion, but how it's going to tactically suit the team. Bringing on Gabriel Martinelli, obviously, yes, he didn't have much of an impact in today, but it was still something to give the Newcastle defence something different to think about than Bukayo Saka. He also brought on Martin Odegaard, who had a little cameo about 10 minutes, and in my opinion, guys, that cameo from Martin Odegaard was amazing. I know it may sound a little bit crazy because he played only 10 minutes, but it really showed what we have been missing with Martin Odegaard. The way he loves to come in short, dictate the game. We saw one brilliant pass he did to Miles Lewis-Skelly, and also an amazing pass to Victor Gyokeres with the outside of his foot. And that shows if Martin Odegaard can continue this kind of form and bring us new assets and different ways of, creating mayhem to the opposition, he can be so important going forward this season. This win for Arsenal as a whole, looking at the league, looking at our contenders Liverpool, who lost to Crystal Palace, now we're only 2 points behind Liverpool. Liverpool are going to go and play Chelsea, who is going to be a difficult game, and we would hope that can stop Liverpool. And I think Arsenal's next game is against West Ham. If we can get the win against West Ham and hope that Liverpool drop points, Arsenal can go on top, and we can be on top of the Premier League, we can be in control. But this win today, coming again, like I said, to the hardest Premier League stadium to come and take all 3 points so late in the game, is amazing. It's so impressive, and it shows how, in my opinion, although we did have a few rocky moments with the draw at Man City, the lose at Liverpool, I still strongly believe that Arsenal, we can win the Premier League this season. Looking at our squad, looking at the quality of the bench, I think Arsenal 100%, we have the best squad in the Premier League, arguably one of the best squads in the world. And it really shows. Recently we've got Gabriel Martinelli coming off the bench, or if it's been Trossard against Athletic Bilbao, or Eze coming off the bench against Man City, Mikel Moreno came off the bench today. It just shows how important it is to have a good squad. For example, having someone like Mikel Moreno to come off the bench really brings a new set of attack, because he's so good with the aerial duels, and it brings us something different to the attack. And like we saw with Mikel Moreno's goal, he's so good with the ball in the box, and he wins the header. In this game, my man of the match, some may disagree, some may agree, but my man of the match is going to be Victor Gyokeres. I know as a striker, he didn't score, he had a few chances, but what I really loved Victor Gyokeres is the fact that he didn't allow the atmosphere to stop him to play how he usually plays. In the first half, I really loved the channel runs he was making. He was really getting physical, because going against Botman, against Dan Burn, and against Dow, it's really hard for most strikers, because all of them are tall, all of them are strong. And Victor Gyokeres, although they were fouling him, they were really aggressive to the Swedish striker. We also saw how Lascelles, he really just grabbed Victor Gyokeres' face, but he kept on going throughout the whole game. He continued to make runs, and to have that hunger and determination, what Victor Gyokeres showed, that relentlessness in using his strength, is what Arsenal have lacked in that forward line, and it was a brilliant display from Victor Gyökeres, and shows how he's going to be so impactful for Arsenal going forward this season. Yes, he didn't score. Obviously, as a striker, your main task is to put the ball in the back of the net, but I feel like Victor Gyökeres, he provided us so much more than just scoring. With the way he ran the channels, he held up the ball so well. He linked up with Bukayo Saka, with Very Eze, with Leandro Trossard amazingly. And what I really admired from Victor Gyökeres was his mentality in this game. The Newcastle players kept on fouling him, and it felt like the ref, he didn't give Gyökeres anything. At a point, like I said, Lascelles held Gyökeres in the face, and if Gyökeres really wanted to use that as an excuse, he really could have, because he could have gone to the referee, he could have play acted, he could have made the most out of it, make them go to VAR, make them send off Lascelles. But Gyökeres, he kept on going. It shows the determination. He didn't let the atmosphere overrule him, like he did on his debut. I feel like now Gyökeres is easing himself into the Arsenal team. He's getting used to the physicality of the league, because in today's game, he really used his physicality, and he didn't allow foul, or was it Botman, or was it Van Burn, to bully him in the air. The only way they would beat him in an aerial duel if they fouled him, if the ref gave it, or if the ref didn't. But Victor Gyökeres today was a brilliant striker's performance, and I'm so happy that he was able to put up this brilliant of a performance in this kind of game. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Put down in the comment section below your opinion on the game, and it's Didi Tekz out.